Have you noticed in the West how our politicians are always lecturing other countries? They invaded Afghanistan and Iraq in the name of fighting terrorism.
Escuchen
They
esto.
constantly attack China and Iran about human rights. They accused Russia of violating international law. They went and toppled the president of Bolivia and tried toppling the presidents of Venezuela and Syria in the name of democracy. Western countries always use these slogans not only to attack, to bomb other countries, but to starve them with sanctions and demonize them in the press. And yet we in the West don't even have these so-called values. Where are they? Isn't it strange, for example, how if you criticize Israel, you can lose your job, you can lose your income or be deplatformed. Almost all the people who've been deplatformed and punished in the last weeks for speaking out about what's happening in Gaza have been pro-Palestinian, not
And the land of the
pro-Israel.
free
I
and
know
the
people,
democracy.
I personally know people who've lost their jobs. My channel, my own channel got demonetized on YouTube just for reporting what happened in Gaza. So where is this free speech?
Y los
I'm free
cientos
to
de
criticize
videos
Germany,
míos.
I'm free to criticize Argentina, Japan, China, Iran, but I can't criticize Israel. Israel are too special to be criticized.
Puedes,
Even though they're a foreign country.
puedes criticar hasta
Even
Estados
as I'm
Unidos.
filming this video, I'm a journalist by profession, and I have to self-censor to avoid triggering the algorithm with naughty words. What kind of free speech is that? You know, millions of people all across the world, from London to San Francisco to New York, Berlin, Paris, they've been coming out and protesting non-stop, demanding a ceasefire in Gaza. But the politicians just won't listen. They don't care. These Western leaders ignore their own people. Any poll that you look at will also show you that people don't want their governments
They
to
don't
support
listen
what
to
Israel is
slaves.
doing in Gaza. Why don't Western leaders listen to and represent the will of their people? Where is the democracy?
Because they don't represent the will of the
care
people.
about what their people want. They
They represent the will of
The
this
United States and Britain are fully aware
Rothschilds,
that half the population
Rockefellers,
in Gaza are children. They
Morgans,
know that thousands of children have already been
BlackRock,
martyred. They know
Vanguard.
this is unfair, that it is a war crime.
That's who they
to
represent.
cut water, to cut food to an entire population. It's called collective punishment. They don't care. The United States even went and said there are no red lines, even though the whole world can see that what's happening in Gaza is it's unconscionable. It's horrific. It's catastrophic. All the hospitals have been shut down. They don't function anymore. And you say there are no red lines?
Hospitales.
Where's their humanity? You know, this position is not only inhumane, but it contradicts everything the West claims to stand for. You know, human rights, international law. Just a few months ago, they were screaming about Russia bombing hospitals in Ukraine.
¿Se acuerdan?
And yet now, when Israel is bombing hospitals and disabling all the major hospitals in Gaza, Al-Quds Hospital, Rentisi Hospital, Shifa Hospital, the Indonesian Hospital, Al-Ahli Hospital, they don't care. Instead, what are they doing? The International Criminal Court has time to issue an arrest warrant for Putin. The French have time to issue an arrest warrant for Al-Assad, but not Netanyahu and Joe Biden?
Or Bush?
There's never been
Obama?
an easier crime to prove than, you know, what Joe Biden and Netanyahu are doing in Gaza. One minute the West are saying Ukraine has to resist Russian occupation, the whole world has to give them billions of dollars to do it, and then the next minute they're saying Palestinians should not resist Israeli occupation, and if they do, they're called terrorists. Where's the free speech? Where's the free press we constantly hear about? Western leaders don't represent
Todo el
the
que se
will of the
opone a
people.
su
They don't care
dictadura
about human life
y a
or
sus
human
intereses
rights.
son terroristas.
They violate human rights more than anyone else on the whole planet.
Wake
and
up.
They bend and they break international laws
Wake
as
up.
they please. Western hypocrisy
Wake
at
up.
its finest.